Two of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grab near the marker. It's Horton. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Finds his man. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Holds and fires complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. To the air, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Humphreys. And he'll be brought down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Working that left side now. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to... And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this.
Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to Brown. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Buys a little time with his feet. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Hard running there. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still running at the 40. Drills him with the stiff arm. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity.
There he goes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown time! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air. It's Stockton. Quarterback adapting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got room to work. Moving past the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. The screen, he's got wheels. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. It's caught. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Lined up. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Frazier. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Caught close to the marker. It's Petty. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Humphries. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got a man. It's Petty. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. Inside, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Petty. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to scramble. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the...
Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Riley.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gives it on the option. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
At 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off. Tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football, getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground, stopping him short, causing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Give to the running back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exact.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw at Stockton. Turns it loose. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He's looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Still running at the 35. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like,
oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot.
Throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gets it out fast. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Oh, a double pass. Here's the pressure. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals.